It was 3 years ago, on exactly this day, the 27th of October 2009, that Maggie Pollock from the Forum and Andrea Winford from the Council convened a meeting of the users of the park, and that meeting was held in the park as nowhere else was available, and we discussed things and decided that it could be a good idea to actually have the Friends of Ockendon Recreation Ground. Now, the aims of that was that they would combine with the council to create a good environment of the park and look after the buildings and everything for the community. And since that time, we've had meetings every month, which has been attended by various people, and everybody's invited, but included the 3 sports clubs and the church, police, the scouts, and any user of the park. So it has been well attended and looked after. Now, we are proud of what we feel we have achieved, in that there are small things like putting the doggy bins in different places by the exits. Sounds small, but it's something that's needed. We found the nets for the tennis courts, and they've been up, allowing people to play tennis. The containers over the far side, they're an eyesore, and they've been painted green to keep it looking good. And one of the main things that we've done on the small side is to have direction signs put up in South Road so that people can actually find the recreation ground.
It's actually an important anniversary for this trust as well, because the Veoila Mardyke Trust had its very first meeting in October 1997, and at that, very early on, the trustees decided on a strategy of what they would like to do with the money they received. And their strategy was that they would like to concentrate their funding and their help to projects and groups in South Ockendon, Stifford Clays and North Stifford, the 3 communities that are closest to the landfill site. And for those of you who don't know, the landfill site is about 3/4 of a mile in that direction. And it's as close as that. This recreation ground is the closest open space to that landfill site. Now, since the start of the trust has received over £5.5 million, originally from Cleanaway, and when Cleanaway were taken over by Veoila, since then from Veoila Environmental Services. And we're very fortunate in this area that Veoila have been so generous, because they don't have to give the money to this area, and more importantly they also put in their own money. This is money that comes through the Landfill Communities Fund, but they add in their own money, and they've been very generous to us so far.
Thank you for coming in. Jackie, our MP, very warm welcome.
Pleasure.
Thank you very much. Oh, just to say, most of the things have been said. When a project like this is needed, it takes many volunteers, community organisations and members of the sports club to come together, sit round a table and find ways to improve this area. 3 years ago to this day, Friends of Ockendon Recreation Park was founded. All members being users of the park, all volunteering to give up their time to ensure that Ockendon Recreation Park was a safe and enjoyable place to be. Well, I certainly believe that this small group have managed to put in place better conditions for our sports clubs and play equipment that has reduced antisocial problems within the area. There are many of them to thank today. Forgive me if I leave anyone out, I'll try not to. The Veoila Mardyke Trust are top of the list for funding the projects. Without them we would not be here opening this splendid pavilion. My fellow trustees for their continued support. Andy Furrs, our secretary, who has worked very hard to support the project, liaising with our council officers and friends group. Stevie Lawson, our groundsman, always willing to go the extra mile to make our park look clean and tidy. Steve, what happened to the swimming pool outside? A special thank you to our builders, No one appreciates more, and I've watched them most days. I'm over this park and I've seen them all hours, weekends, really working hard. And I do appreciate what they've done to get this in this ready state. But I know we've got a few problems around us, but they'll solve it. We'll sort it all out. The South Ockendon Community Forum. Their support helped to the event. And last but not least, my dear wife, Wendy. Trustee of the Forum, who I know has been involved from the very start and worked tirelessly to give you all an eventful day today. Last year when I was mayor, my grandchildren named me Boris. Well, today in today's South Ockendon Olympics event. It may not be as grand as the one Boris provided, but he could not be more pleased than me about South Ockendon Olympics and the opening of this wonderful sports pavilion. Please look after it, and long may our sports club last. Thank you very much.
Everybody, the camera's ready?
Cheers.
1, 2, 3, cut!